Welcome everybody, how are you? Bienvenidos a todos, ¿cómo están? Okay friends, so last week we started to create the wings with geometry nodes. We look at some methods to create wings, and I decided to try geometry nodes, that this is like a new method for me. We already created all like the blocking part, giving it the option to have some like this kind of poses that you can create. Here just changing one value, changing two values. So today let's see if we can start creating feathers, and maybe we can move that into the maybe on a blocking of Hawkgirl, so we can see if this is what we want, and then we can import that into the export this and import that into our main file. Okay, so today let's start with start creating feathers, but before we do that I want to try something, because I was thinking, okay, I can create one design, I can design one feather, but maybe to make it a little bit like realistic, we can I don't know, maybe we can create some variations. But if we do that, we have to keep in mind that how we are going to move that into our design. The easiest solution is just create one basic design, or maybe we can create a design and then move it here, replace these cubes with that feather, and once we apply everything and we make this an object with no geometry nodes and all of that, then we can try to start individually maybe modifying, but that is also a lot of job, a lot of work. Maybe that's not something that we should do. Another option is maybe just to use one design, but I don't know, I don't want that. I want to create something special here, and try if we can do different designs. So another thing is, maybe we can try, let's try to do this. Let's see if we can create some kind of way to select multiple objects and insert that in here in different in the feathers. So to do that, I think that we are not going to use this object. Let me okay, let's start with this. Let me create just three different objects. Let me go with here with let me create another cube, maybe this cube. I'm going to change, of course, the values here. Like that, something like that. Remember that I have to move that here. Remember. I already changed the sorry. Let me go here. Okay, now we have what we want. Okay, something like that. Hello friend, welcome. We are like trying to see, we are going to start creating the feathers, but first I want to try something. I want to see if there is a possibility to create multiple objects here, and then I can insert those objects here randomly, replace this with those different designs. So with that I know that I can design different types of feathers and then just use the same method to give here some kind of realism. I don't know if that remember that this is new for me, so if that is not working, then I'll just try a different thing. But there should be a way to do this. So if you maybe know better geometry nodes, okay, maybe you have already the solution and you can tell me, or you can use it in your project with this. Okay, this is like the first one. Let me see if we can create with this one. Let's change some things. Let me go here and I'm going to, I don't know, to create like this, something like that. And I'm going just to make some changes like this. Okay, maybe this one. Let me hide that. I'm going to sorry, I have to duplicate this. Let me create this one. This is the other design. I'm going to do something like this, and to see that this is different, I'm going to move this like here, maybe something like that. Okay, well, just three options I'm going to create. Let me hide that one, and for this one maybe let's make something like this. That was too much. And here something like that. Okay, these are the three options that we have for our design. Let me change the name. I don't know, I'm going to call just 1, 2, 3. And 2, this one is 3, right? Just I'm going to separate this, move this into a new collection. Let's call this feathers. Okay, so we have this. Let me think. Okay, I'm going to try this one, and then okay, I have an idea. Let's try that. I'm going to move here. Let me just for a moment disconnect. This is the main one. Okay, let me just disconnect all of this just for a moment. Just for a moment, in case this is a lot. I'm going to go here, and we are not going to use this because this is only for one object. This is translation, and why I wanted this translation. This was okay. This is something that I know I need. Okay. I see a problem here. I I see. Ah, no, there is no problem. Okay. Let me first try with let me see. Maybe collection. I have this one. Separate children, I think. Let's go these feathers, and let's start with this one. And here we have all of that. No, I don't want that. I want just no, I don't want all of this. I want only one of that. No, I think that there is no way to do this. This is going to like insert all of this inside the three objects in here. That's not what I want. I think that there is no way to. Let's see. There is random. Something called random value, maybe? I don't know. Combine, separate. Let me see with this one. Random value. I want no integer vector. No, but no. Geometry. This should be geometry. Separate children. Blue Boolean. Yes, but I want only one object. I don't want I think there should be a way, but I really don't know what can I use. Okay, this one. I think that this is the solution. Pick instance. Choose instance from the instance input at each point instead of instancing the entire geometry. So maybe this is the solution. I can see no. Here I can see that it now like selected two designs. No, the three designs. Look, because there is this one, and this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I know. Okay, so now with this option, it is like it choose like in order. It goes for. Oh no, maybe it is not in order. No, it seems not to be in order because look. Also, let me just. No, there's no need for that. I have 1, 2, 3 different designs. 1, 2. This one is not in order. 3, 1. Yes, it seems like maybe this one is the. Let me hide that. How many objects do we have here? Let me. Here we have. Here is 25. Let's try with 9. Let's try with 9. So here we can clearly see all the objects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 9. 1, 2. This is 3. Let's call it 3. This is another one. Yes, maybe this is the solution. So maybe we can find, but the thing is that hello, welcome. Yes, I think that this is the solution. So take just check this again. I replace, instead of using this, how can I delete this one? Because I'm not going to use this. That is here, that info is here. Object, I am going to delete this one. Okay, just look, it was, I knew that there was something. Yes, I knew. Do you remember that last week when I was working on this, I was saying like why I have this like black space here? I thought that was a mistake, but now it is working. It is working in the right way. I have this space. I don't know why last week there was like some kind of mistake there. Okay, so I can see that this is what we have. Let me just change something else. Let me select this, maybe here I'm going to subdivision surface. Yes. Subdivision surface. Let me go here, subdivision surface. What is the sub? Generate. The same thing, and the last one, subdivision surface. So, okay, this is what we want. Simple, just with simple, the other one with simple. I am just using this to see the difference here. So this is what we wanted, so we already found a solution for that. That's great. Let me go here again. Let me hide the feathers here. Now let me change this. Maybe 25 is too much. Maybe I'm going just to select 20. I can see that it is also too much. No, let's go with okay, let's go with 15. I'm going to try with 15, but you can see that we can change these values. So let's connect the other feathers, and let me reduce this value to 25, I think. Now there is a problem. What is the problem? The problem is that I cannot move. Do you remember that I changed the white translation here, and that there should be a way to change this, but this translation, look, let me see if I can do this. Yes, it seems that is the translation, but let me see something. Let me delete this. Okay, so now we have that fixed. I just take the transform geometry that I use for the cube, and we can control the white translation. So those are great news. Let me go out. I'm going to reduce this here to 25, and inside we have our feathers. Ooh, it's looking really beautiful. I really like this. So it's going to be epic, I think. This one is 40 is too. Let me try to reduce more. 25 is too much. You can see that 25. Oh no, it is okay, I think. 25 is okay, but this one 40 is too much. I'm going to reduce this to 30, and the last one 25. I'm going to reduce this to 20. So let me do the same with the other one. 30. and here 20. Let's see. Okay, here we have our other group of feathers that, as you can see, I need to move to change a little bit, to move it that away, or maybe rotate that. Let me see the rotation. I have the rotation, right? Let me check. Where is my, where is this one? Let me see. C rotation is not the one that I want. Is X rotation. Yes, everything is working. Yes, everything is working good. So we can still like manipulate the transformation of those, just changing these values, and this is great news. Let me see what else. Let me move this one. This is the last one that we tried a different thing. It is looking a little bit weird, but let me see something here. Let me try to change something here. I don't want, like, let me see, to be completely like one. What is this parameter? I think that I cannot change this one. Yes, this is only for the no, here maybe min and max. This is min and max. Min and max. No. This is some kind of min and max is some kind of like how can I say this? This is like a range where it is going to rotate in here, but not like the main rotation. It is just only like how can I say this? Like it is going to distort a little bit the Y rotation, something like that. I think that there should be a way, maybe with a math node, that we can here, like this factor we can maybe reduce, but I don't want to try here that part, because I really don't know too much about these math nodes, and I don't want to. This one I really don't want to damage the model that we already have. Here this is for 0 to 1. No, this is another thing. This is scale. Sorry. We don't have to touch this. This is the one that we have to change. It is in, let me see here. Rotation. If I disconnect this, just that is the one that I'm going to change. The Y value is the one that we want to. Okay. This is factor. Maybe here we can see like a way to. This is with a math node, I think. Maybe if you can give me a little help. What node can I use to maybe, because this is like 0 to 1. Let's just think about two numbers, 0 to 1, but there should be a way that I can like reduce that one value. But maybe there should be not something good, and there is maybe like, if I try to affect this one, maybe the other ones are going to be affected. But no, that's not true, because I already have like these two to be affected, but only in a proportional way, as I already told you, from 0 to 1. So the only thing that this is going to change is maybe that these are going to rotate less. That's the only thing. How can we change this with this scale? Let me try to change this value. No. This one is the. I think that this one is the value, but no, I don't want to touch that. just because if I disconnect this, that this is the one, the vector. But as you can see, it doesn't matter if I change this value, it is like just two numbers, it is not going to work. Look again, it's going to completely change to the other side. Look, it's 0 0 0 1, and I just change this. No, this is not good. Let's leave it like that. And this is the factor that is going to this is spline, because this spline is the one that controls no, this is the one that controls that, but it is going to protect, like just to take care about these ones here. So the only one, maybe here, yes, maybe here, this rotation, this is the one that I don't want to touch. I think that no, if I change, everything here is going to change, but this one is going to stay in the same side, and I don't want this to be completely in that rotation. I don't want that. I want this one to be like slightly to the inside. There should be a way, but I really don't know right now. Maybe with a math node I can reduce the value, but this value I already told you that this is in C. Let me see. No, this is not C. No, this is not. The Y value, just 90 degrees. Is there a way to know what value is in here? No, this is no. I remember that in Spark AR, when you used to work with nodes, you just, if there is, let me here, see here, if I check, let me see here, or here. No, yes, it is working. Look, I was going to tell you that you can just move your cursor. Sorry, I forgot to activate. You have to tell me that I forgot to activate the keys that I am using. You have to remind me that, please. Maybe I'm thinking in another thing. That is my mistake. Don't worry. So as you can see the values here, we can see here where is the values. This is a value here. This is the random. Yes, this is just randomness. No, I think that there is no way to change that, because here it is going to give me just that tangent. No, there should be a way, but I really don't know how to do that. But don't worry, it is just the last one. No, don't worry about that. And also, it is because this bone is like completely in that direction. If the bone is in here, maybe, but okay, don't worry. If I use the other tangent, let me check. Here, let me choose the other tangent value. Yes, that is going to happen. Like this is going to be like this, and I don't want that. Let me disconnect this just for a moment. No, and I think that it is like that because I changed a lot of values here. So that's not good. Waste one translation. Okay, let's waste no more time. Let's just join the other feathers here. Sorry. Okay, so this is our final design for the feathers. I think that I need to add more here. Let me. What is the one that is at the middle? This one, I think, because this has no translation. Just I'm going to use 20. I'm going to go with that value. Just. Okay, so friends, we already have our feathers. The basic structure, as you can see, I have like. I replaced the cubes that I used before, and I just change. Let me show you again. This I'm going to leave it like I am not going to use this anymore, so I should delete this. Maybe in the next file. So I replaced this. Was the cube that I was using. What else? As you can see, there is no need for me to, because I can control the translation with this transform geometry. I just use this collection info, and this collection info is going to take like the objects that is inside that collection. And in this case, I separate the children, and I also pick this thing here. I activate this. That is going to just give me one of these objects for each point. Okay, so that's why you have like different feathers here. I don't know, I can see that there is not like in order. I think that it is not in order because this is design 1, design 2, design 3, design, I don't know what is this one, maybe 1, 2, 3. I think that it is in, yes, it is in order. I don't want that to be in order. Random, there should be a random value, not in order. Selection, let me, how can I just have to do relative, no. It is really good right now, but I just need to find a way to pick this in a random way, not to go in order. How can I do that? There should be one way. This is geometry, this is the one that is going to select. So if I'm going to like try to play with that, instance index used for each point. This is only used when pick instance is on. This is used. Maybe this one is the one that I should change. Let me see here. Random value. Float, no, it is going to be an integer. Let me say first. Minimo 0, maximo 3? I don't know. Okay, this is working like code. Like, let's say that like this is an integer, okay? It is going to select me these 3 objects because I don't have like 3.5 objects here in the collection. Let me see if I change this to 2. No, it's the same thing. I have 3, I have 1, 2. I have the 3 objects, yes, because this is the number 1, this is the number 2 and 3. So I have, if I select just, okay, I understand now. This is not going to control like how many objects I have here. This is going to control like to reduce the value that is in a range. So it's, let's say if I choose this to 0, it is going to select me only 1. there is no other possibility, and I think that is the first one. If I change this to 1, it is going to select only in between 2 objects. Yes, it is working like code. You have 3, but it is like 0, 1, and 2. 3 objects, like arrays. It is something in code. I don't know too much about coding, but it is something like that. You have a list of, let me show you here. If I have like object 1, object 2, and object 3, so you can see that this is 1, 2, 3, but like the computer is going to know that it starts from 0 to 1, something like that. So this one is going to be object 0, at the position 0 we're going to have object 1, position 1 we're going to have object 2, and position 2 we're going to have object 3. It is like, maybe, remember, I am not an expert in code, at coding, but it is something like that, like values, like the info stores in memory, like in this way, something like this. So that's why I pick 0. Let me see if I change this to 1. It's going to reduce maybe just only 2 objects, the same thing. And let me change with float. No, with float is 1. No, and 1, it is going to 100%. So if I change this to 0.5, no, sorry, 0.5. No, this is not the right value, integer. So I can't like say, if I increase this value, maybe we're going to have more random is going to increase, the range of the random is going to increase. Maybe that's what we can say. For now, I'm going to just leave it in 2. It is going to select the 3 objects, but look, it is not too much random because it is selecting. But we're going to have more feathers. I think that I'm going to design like 6 styles of feather. Just see this, 6 design, 6 styles of feather. Yes, I think that I'm going to do that. It changed for everything, or just only for the... No, it changed for everything. Look, here we have like... look at this. I see another, like... If I... This value... Okay, look at this. This seed... maybe is the one that is going to just the randomness is going to be this is what is going to decide the randomness. Yes, this seed. But you can see that look the other, not error, no, we're just building this. Look, okay, we have random values here. Okay, it pick like random objects from this collection. That's good. But if we can check the other groups, look, it like selects the same order. So here we have this design. It starts with this design, so here it is going to start with that design too. Look, the next one is like this one, and look, the same thing. So it is not like completely random, and we want this to be random. So maybe here this seed value that I don't, this is for seed value is the Y. I think that I am not going to use this, so I'm going to just, if I need this, I'm going to select. So this seed I'm going to use with this. So if I go out, where is my, this is the main group. I can see if I change this to 1, okay, So now I can control the randomness like per group. So I can go maybe, let me see if I change this to, no, here, to see what's happening inside. If I change this to 1, it is going to be the same in the same app. So I'm going to change 2, 3, I don't know. We can play with that value. This random is an integer. Let me see. This it. Yes, it's an integer. Okay. So for now, we're going to leave it just in 0. There should be a way to make this more randomness, to make more random pick, but for now we have like the main structure. We already have the main structure. I think that yes, it is an integer. It is going to select here. There should be a way to change this maybe with seed, but you can see that maybe here seed is in 0, seed here is in, I don't know, 3, and the last one is going to be 5, I don't know. We can play with these values, so we have like really a random value here. The only thing that I don't like is that in some parts this is like repeating. Some designs like are like repeating a lot. No, we're good. Don't worry about this. Maybe 0 is the one that is not good. 0. I change to 3. Okay, so let's waste no more time. We're going to play with these values, or maybe we need to define this right now. Maybe we should change something else here. Maybe we can, let me see what happens if I increase this. No, I think that this should be with the same amount of, I think that this should be in this way. What is ID? Integer field based on, okay. So I'm going here and I'm not going to leave this in 0. I'm going to, I don't know, to use 7 here. Yes, I'm going to pick different values for this. If we take a look to, I don't know, maybe there should be like a rule for hawks, like maybe each feathers has its own design. I don't know. Maybe all of the feathers are the same design, but it changed because of external factors, maybe like wings, maybe like some kind of damage, like hair. I really don't know that, because if that is the thing, then I should but okay, don't worry, we're not doing this like 100% like realistic. Just imagine if we're creating hair, we're going to create hair by hair. So I want to say that because I don't know if maybe this group is the same as this group. That's why I thought about that. I'm going just to copy the values, okay? I'm going just to copy the values. So here I use 7, I'm going to use 7 here too. 3 and 5. 7, 3, and here 5. Yes, and these are our wings. So now we really like finish the blocking like the blocking part of the process. This is a lot. So now that we have our design, I think that it's time for us to start designing the feathers. What do you say? So to start doing that, let me go to... I'm going to save this. I'm going to open a new file, okay? Let's do that. Because remember, I always like to have like some kind of way to maybe separate files, so maybe if something goes really wrong with one file, I can just return to the previous version. And I want to tell you maybe like something little here, because that happened to me when I was creating decals, alphas for the texture for the miso. I don't know what I pressed, maybe it was my fault, but I was having like a lot of let's call it objects. Let's think about cubes. And I was like designing those cubes. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was a render problem, I don't know, or maybe I just pressed the wrong key, but everything disappeared in the file, and the only object that remains in the file was the one that I was working on at that time. And I tried to press like hide. Maybe I said maybe I hide those items, I don't know, but it was like empty. The objects still exist, still existed like in the collection, but I really tried to find those objects, and they were missing, and I didn't know. Maybe I think that I discovered that later where was the problem, but I don't remember. But the thing is that I just can close that file and just return to the previous version, and I can continue. It happened to me like 3 times with the same file. I think that I discovered the problem, but I really don't remember. It was like, okay, it was not like a big issue, so maybe I didn't pay a lot of attention. Maybe it was my fault. I don't remember. But the thing is that you should create different files. Okay, so this is like the blocking, and we're going to duplicate. Let me go here, wings. I'm going to duplicate this one and call this feathers. Feathers blocking, feathers. I can create another. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to go back to layout. To leave this here. I don't know. Let's work with that. I'm going just to hide my wings for now. Let me save. And I'm going to start creating something here for the feathers. I'm going to start with a cube, I think. I don't know how to create this, so I'm going to do this right now with you. I never create with feathers before. Remember here I do a lot of things that I really never did before, but we always remember, this is also that I want to say you. Remember that maybe if you are afraid to starting here in 3D, remember this: for more videos that you see, but that you watch, for more like tutorials that you take, it is you never are going to, unless you do the same task every day. And maybe if you are doing like a project and you do the same project, you never are going to, you always are going to face something new. That's what I'm trying to say. And how you're going to manage to deal with that and to get the solution, just by practice a lot. I do a lot of things here in Blender. You can see that I really try different things. Geometry nodes is new for me. This is new for me, and I think that, and I already told you that I use a base tutorial. I use a tutorial from another creator, but you can see that I already changed a lot of things, and I really didn't know how this was working, but I used to maybe try to find some tricks there. Maybe I am wrong, but this is looking good for me. But I am doing this because I already work on something similar, but I already, like, let's say that I have like a previous experience with this kind of things, not here in Blender but in other apps. So I just relate that, and that's also something that you're going to have just by doing this a lot. So don't be afraid to try something new. Don't be afraid. Of course, if you want it. If you don't want to do that, then don't do it. I have that in my mind. If I don't want to do something, then I am not going to do, because I know that I'm going to do it in the wrong way, and I prefer not to do it not right. So here again with the feathers, I never create feathers before, but I think that I have some ideas to do this. Okay, so this is our main. Here I'm going to leave it like this, because I'm going to later I'm going to change the transformation. I'm going to move it. If it didn't work, like moving with the transformation in geometry nodes, like to move the origin point here, if it is not working, then I'll just come here to edit mode and just move it down, so we don't have to worry about that. But for now, I think that I'm going to work with this. In this case, I think that I don't need to use local transformation, so I'm going to do everything here in edit node. So I'm going to keep the same transformations. And remember that this is feathers for 3D printing. If you are doing this for modeling, you already have the tutorial of the creator of this method. Or if you want, you can follow my method, or maybe you can modify, or maybe you can find another method. The thing is that for modeling, you should use planes with a transparent background and just the texture. You don't have to do this unless you are creating some kind of maybe mecha angel, some kind of that have like solid feathers, and you need volume for the feathers. I don't know if that is a good, but maybe you want it for rendering, so you can do it in that way. If this is again for modeling, you want to use less geometry. So in this case, I am doing here with cubes and all of that, and I don't want to be like, I know that feathers are like almost like a plane, but I need here some volume because this is for 3D printing. So if I don't have enough volume here, this is going to look not good. So remember that. Okay, so this is like maybe the main, just like the main, no, let me close it a little bit more. Like the main shape of the feather, and here we're going to modify a lot. Okay, so what else do we need here? Okay, I'm back, sorry. So let's let's see what we can do here. Maybe I should need something here. Okay, I think that I'm going to create two main bodies, or maybe no, I think that the easiest way to do this is like this. Let me here try to yes, this is the easiest way, but I don't want this to be like completely like that. I want to, maybe I should, I don't know, I want to have, I don't like that. I like this one, but no. If I use simple, no, that is not something that I would like. Let me think. I want this to be flat. Maybe I should add more here, more geometry. Can I keep this but move it this like in the, make this flat? If I reduce this to one, no, one is not there. Here, this one. What about this? Let me try with this one. Let me create here a copy. I'm going to hide that. I want this not to be like that, but let me select these faces. Like that. And this one here the same. Then I can, like, let me see, to add another. Yes, it is better, but maybe I should let me go here, select this one and this one, like that. It is better in that way. I think that okay, I know what I miss. I know. Sorry, I am thinking in the other project that I am working on right now. I should not be thinking anything else, but it was just my first, I used system particles and some kind of effects, but just to try it, but I never used it in a project, and that was my first time using that. The whole weekend I spent working on that, and I am very excited because I learned a lot, and I just today want to finish that, and I am thinking on that right now. I should not be thinking on that. So maybe I am like distracted today. Let me not do that. Just see. Okay. I'm so why am doing this? I just should delete everything and just leave the middle. My mind is in another part. There is an easiest way to do this. There is an easiest way to do this, and I am thinking in another things right now. Maybe I am some kind of distracted today, sorry about that. So let me delete just for a moment to see what happened here. No, I'm going to leave that. What else should I do? I am trying to leave some volume here so I can start doing these things. I really want to make this a little bit thinner, but I don't know, maybe it's not something good. That's the thing. So this is going to be the base, I think. I'm not going to make this like this with this part here. I'm going to create everything inside this part. Yes, I'm going to do that. So here inside, I think that I'm going to use the same cube, the basic cube. No, this one, no. This one. Let me move this to. I have feathers. This is going to call feathers blocking. Yes, I'm going to change that name later. Yes, I'm going to change a new group. This is going to be feathers. Okay. So now I'm going to have this. I should be using this or a cylinder. I think that I should be using this because no, this is not a good idea. Cylinder. To move this part here, I'm going to move this one here. This one is, what is this? This one here. How can I can reduce this but not to touch the C. Sorry, select everything, reduce but block like the C value, just something like that. I think that, no, I'm going to leave it like that. This is too much, this is too big. Let's go with that. I'm trying to keep like some kind of volume, that's why I'm very be really careful on how can I reduce this. I really don't like to look, this is too thin. That's the thing. I don't want that. Okay, here I'm going to again do something like that, and here I'm going to reduce this. And for this part, I think that I'm just going to, I don't know. I'm going just to grid fill And here, not grid fill, I'm going to something like that, and then grid fill. Sorry. I'm going to copy modifiers. Something like that. Look. Also, I'm going to bake all of this, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's save. Now we have like the basic shapes. Let me. This is going to be the blocking, I think. Let me move this to. Sorry. Let me move this to black to backup. Okay, this is cylinder, and this one is going to be on feathers, and this one is going to be on feathers too. No, sorry. My mind is in another part today. Okay, something like that. So now I have that. I'm going to, of course, to hide the backup. So this is the main design. Okay, so now I think that this is good. Remember, I am trying to keep like some volume, so this is going to be good for 3D printing. That's what I'm trying to do. Here, I think that I'm going to add some subdivisions. 3, just to give it more volume. Here, I think that maybe I should do the same, to add another one here and another one here. Or no, just we can leave it like that. Okay, and then what else? And I am going to increase the subdivision surface to 3, and this one to 3. Something like that. Then I am going to. Oh, there is already a lot of triangles. I am going to. Let me see something here is not good. Yes, I think that I don't like this one. This is better. I'm going to leave it like that. And I am going to maybe this one too. I'm going to delete this piece. Just to leave one in at the middle. So what I am going to do right now, I am going to apply this and start with remesh. I think that I have great great size too. I don't need to increase the value of this. I think that I have good topology to start. So here I am going to apply this, but first, as we always do, I'm going to duplicate these two parts and move it into backup. Okay, we are good. Now I am going to apply this. I'm going to remesh scope mode. So this is I'm going with this one. It's a very low value. Let's try with 0.09, and again we're going slowly until we have a value that we want. No. Also, before we do this, I'm going to apply here all transforms. I think that there's no need because we work on edit mode, so if we were working on the global transformation, then there should be a problem. But just in case, all transformations. Okay, let's save. And I think that the music stopped, so I'll go for some water, and then when I come back, we're going to start working on the feather, okay? Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. So we already applied. Just let's go back here to scope mode, and I'm going to start reducing this value. Zero point 0.01 seems to be good, but I think that it is too much. No, it is not too much. It is good, but for example, for metal, how many polygons did I use for metal? Because let's see if let's say that I apply that, and I'm going to use, I don't know, not that, what's the other? Well, look, we have a good topology here. It's too much, it is too much. Let's try to reduce this to 0.0. I think that I'm going to leave it here with 0.04. This one, let me use smooth. I'm going to reduce this value to 0.3. And before we start working on this, maybe I can just duplicate this one and hide that. And start to smooth all the surface. Hello Archon, welcome. We are creating the feathers. We were just trying to polish the system that I have for the wings, and I use you can go back if you just join to the streaming. We managed to create, like, we add some nodes to have some random feathers there. Yes, but previous this part I already like add some nodes and try different changes on the system that we already have, so I can create different feathers here, different designs of feathers, and with that new changes that I made, I can randomly select between all of the styles that I have, so I don't have to do it one by one. Do everything with the system that I already have. That's what we did before. If you want, you can check that later, maybe, or maybe just go back. But there was a lot. We spent like 1 hour trying to do that. I was discovering how to do that. The trick is just to add to move all your designs to a collection, and in that collection you can call something called the collection info node, and you can select your collection, and then you can move that into the instance on points node, and then you can select something that is like attributes, something like that. I don't remember. You can check the random value. We're going to check that later, okay? And then with the transformation I can control everything again. So I'm going to show you that later. Let me first try to design something here. First I want to polish this part. I think that this one I'm going to yes, this one is the one that I'm going to use for as a base. So let me delete the other one and okay, let me do this. Let me first hide this one. This is the previous one. I'm going to delete this one, and I think that this is what we want, right? Just okay, don't worry. You already have all the streamings there, so you can check that later. But maybe if you want, I think that was very important, so you can check that later. I'm going to explain that to you later, okay? Let me try to create this first. I just add some nodes and made some small changes so we can randomly select between different styles. Okay, okay, this is the base. I'm going to I'm going to hide this one, and here I am going to hello Girish, welcome, namaste. We already are working on wings since last week. We already have the armature, the blocking. We are just in the final part of the wings. We are creating feathers. You can check all the streamings that we. I think that this is the third streaming here working with wings. Just because the first one I explained a lot, I talk a lot about all the ideas that I had, and the other one was we're starting with geometry nodes, creating everything, maybe making some changes, and here I also made another changes, and now I'm start working with feathers, so I can replace and I can insert this part in the blocking that I already create. So here I can see that we have. I like this one, but it is not like the way I want it. Maybe something more like this, I think. So let me. What is the trim? The one that I can split? No, not split, but make some cuts here. There should be a trim. Load mesh line box trim. I'm going to use poly. Oh, this is new one. How can I use this? Ah, look, I have this for. Look, oh, this is new. This was not before. Before you only have like only box and lasso trim. This is really good. I use something like that you have in Nomad Sculpt. With Nomad Sculpt, all the cuts, because in Nomad Sculpt I have no possibility. I think that the new updates, you have the possibility like to model. I watch some videos, but when I was like making hard surface modeling there, I just use trim a lot there. because you have there the possibility to play with different options of the trim tool. And now I can see that Blender is, I think that maybe in the previous versions they are, but I never used this before. I remember that, but I am talking like maybe some years ago you only had also I always work like in some old versions of Blender, always. So I didn't discover this. Maybe it was already implemented on the Blender 4 version. Okay, so something like that. We're going to make more cuts, maybe here at this part. Like that. Like that, and maybe here not too much. I think that for this one, just to see this new. But look at this. This is not something that I would like. No. How can I? Yes, it is already fixed, but the thing is, how can I delete these colors? I don't want to see these colors anymore. There is a way to do this. You use a lot here in Sculpt, but I forgot about. If you are there and you can help me, how can I just delete these colors here? Because look, I make the cuts, right? But it is like that, so I needed to remesh again, and then it is fixed. But I know that it is not perfect, but only with remesh for now. Then we can use another modifiers to fix this. Maybe no, but it is. I already have a lot of. Okay, let me try this. Maybe we can reduce to 3. Or 2, because 1 is too much. I think 1 is too much, and no, 2 is too much. 2 is too much. 25. Yes, this one is good. So I'm going to start working all the feathers with 0.0025. I'm going to use that. If you can color these color attributes, I think that is the problem. Let me. Where's the grab? How can I? No, there should be. No, it is. How can I say? It's color groups, right? I don't remember. The thing is, I don't remember, but I know that when you are sculpting, maybe in the basic part in the blocking, when you, let's say that I'm creating a body, okay? So I have my head, my muscles, and you want to start like sculpting, you can like use these colors to differentiate the different parts of the body, something like that. But that's something that I don't use. So that's I know that it exists, but I don't use. Maybe I used once, but I think that this is not for me. I'm not going to use that. So I don't remember how to delete these colors. But the mesh is already fixed. Look, so we don't have to worry about that. The thing is the colors. I think the color attributes it is not like that. Brush here, maybe randomize, smooth, decrease. What is this? How can I delete that color? I don't want that. Let me save first. Okay, if you said that this is color groups, how can I just not see this? I don't want to see that. I mean, there is no problem, but I don't want to see that. There should be an option here. No, 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 no. No, this is not a problem. Here I think that let me generate a new set of colors to render the face sets. This is the one that there should be an option. No. How can I? How can I delete these colors? I don't want to see that. Please, Archon, if you know how to do this, please help me with that. I don't want to see that color. Face that there should be here an option, but I do not see something to clean this. Base paint brush. No. But the painting, this is not painting. No, this is not painting. I think no, this is not painting. This is something about this face but I cannot find a way to get rid of. Let me. Okay, how can I get rid of this? Yes, okay, look. I understand what you say. But these are look, this is face sets, right? So how can I get rid of those face sets? There should be here something in face sets to clear this. That's what I am trying to do, to get rid of these colors. Face sets. This is the new face sets from Visible. No, I already select the brush, the option, the tool. Create a new face set. Shrink. Extract. No. This is going to create me a new. Oh no. I really don't know how to get rid of that. Let me check. I don't know, I'm going to just select these facets. I cannot see something, and using these sets from visible, it's like getting rid with that color. I don't know, I'm just going to continue with the model. Okay, let me smooth this, because look, I add more topology. I don't have to worry about that. We're going to smooth all of this. Also, I don't know why I'm doing this. Yeah. I can activate here symmetry. Well, sorry, my mind today is on the other project, because I am already completed that, and I'm just creating my first short with VFX with fire and smoke. I spent the whole weekend trying to discover how to do that, and I just create like the first. My mind is like trying to. I just want to finish that. So today I made a lot of mistakes. Like I am new in here. Oh, but okay, don't worry. Maybe you are good some days, and other days not so good. But the thing is that you have to still working. If we based our actions on motivation, we never are going to get what we want, because motivation is just for a moment. You can try to find that motivation by doing this, by say, I'm going to finish this. Okay, I think that's all. So I'm going to activate Y, I think, because in X it is not making sense. Let me. What brush should I use? Crease Sharp? Crease Polish? These are new brushes. Okay, let's try these new brushes, because now we have more options. I can see that we have more options. Let me see. Yes, that's the one that I wanted. I'm going to use this Sharp. That's what I want. The Sharp is too much. I'm going to reduce that to 0.4, I think. Yeah. But look at that. It is like I am with my mouse, and look at that. It is not looking good. So what is the... I'm going to use the stabilize stroke. So now I can do that in a good way. Okay, so let's start working on some designs here. Do what you want here. Something like this, something like that. I don't know. Use your imagination. Also remember that if you're using a pen, it is going to be easy. With the mouse, I think that it is a little bit difficult, as you can see, because you don't have control of the pressure that you are using. So here you can play with all of these parts. Let me try to add more of this to make this even more realistic. I should be doing this down. Don't worry. This is the first time. here, something like this. Ooh, it is looking really good. It is looking good, right? I never done feathers before, but I think that that's something that we want. Nah, what is that? Ooh, ooh. Okay, now that it is like that, I am going to use the grab tool. Maybe we should try to do, let me see here. What can I use? There is something flatten, no, scrape. Scrape the mesh with two angled planes at the same time, producing a sharp edge between them. Let me try this one. No. Okay, I understand. This one was before. I don't remember. Scrape. This is the one that I want. Yes, this is the one that I want. To create like this kind of imperfections here. Okay, we can try to do something like this. Here you have to play with. This is sculpting. This is the funny part here. I really enjoy sculpting here. What is your favorite part on 3D? Animation, modeling, textures? For me, sculpting. I really love sculpting. I mean, I like the other, but this is my favorite part of here in Blender. I have to fix this. Like that. It's going to be like a weird feather, but I think that this is going to work for our character. Something like this. And here too, let me here try to. Okay, now that we have those parts, we can maybe try to. Where is the one that is to join this one? Pinch. It is two names. I like this new design of Blender. We never tried the new brushes here because we were modeling, right? Yes, and I upgrade the app, but I never test the new options. Like this. Like that. What else can we do? Maybe we can do some. Sorry. Let's save. And here we can start moving like this, trying to make this more like not perfect, trying to change some things here. Same with this one, something like that. Like this. This, like this. Oh no, let's leave it like that. Ah. Okay, it needs to be maybe like this. Okay, what do you think about this one? Yes, I like it too. I mean, it's not like this, but I don't want to do something like this because I already told you this is for 3D printing. And I think that this it is not possible to print, so I want to have some kind of volume here. Yes, I can see this one looks like maybe these parts. Maybe in other design we can create something like that. Something like this. But for now this is good. Okay, okay. Okay. Let's try with that value, okay? Let me use my cube here. Let me save first. I didn't create a don't worry, a backup. Yes, I think I created a backup. Let me select my wings. Let me go again to geometry nodes. I'm going to delete all of this. No, I'm going to keep it. And feathers, I have. What is this one? That to work up. Okay, let's save. Let's see. I think. Okay, something like that. but then I have to sorry, and okay, something like this, but this is too much, I can see. Oh, no. Uh, in 2015. 2015. Okay, we can see this weird thing here. I don't know what is happening. Ah, the same thing. It's the same thing, right? Ah, no. Ah, what am I doing wrong here? Let me see. I'm going to try. Let me return it to the original rotation. Okay, this is the original. Let me see. Here. Yes, this is the original. Okay, let's do this again. I'm going to disconnect everything first and just go with one. What is the? This is the 20. Okay, this is the one, the main. Let me see the feathers blocking that I have here. So here I go just in case I already applied everything here. Or maybe I should, let me decimate this. I'm going to apply all transforms again. It is okay. I am going here. I'm going to just disconnect for a moment this big instance and just leave here with geometry. Okay, I can see that first I have to that is the okay. This was the wrong one. And here I think that I should but if I go to okay, so this is the yes, look, it is looking good right now. We just have to start playing with some values. For example, I don't know, to not change this, I am going here. Let me first reduce this 15, and here I can maybe make some scale in x 0.5. Like that. Now it is looking good. Look, it is looking beautiful, right? So I think that we're going to stop for now, okay? I maybe I think that I need maybe to move this a little bit down. Yes, right. Let me see something here. Maybe I think what is the problem? The problem is that it is not at the center. That is a problem, and I don't remember. I cannot like move this. Let me see. Transform to origin. Origin to geometry. No, it is not going to be good because I already changed a lot. That was my mistake. Look, it is not at the center. So I need to move this down. We can okay, maybe we can have like the let me see something. The back cut, but let me hide. Let me just select this one. This is the middle, right? Let me hide this one. Let me hide this one. Let me hide this one. I'm going to select this and I'm going to move this to no, not that one, this one, maybe. Geometry to origin to geometry, no, to center. Well, there is at the center. No, the only way is to move that down, I think. Let me. Yes. That is the only solution to move that down. But I was trying to maybe look if I have maybe something to do it like in the right way, but there is not right way here because I already made a lot of changes. So I'm going to call this one. Sorry. Feather one. Like that. And I am going to select everything here and move it a little bit down like that, I think. What do you say? Like this. Let me just remember this value. Let me write this value. Just a moment, just a moment. Okay, okay. I already write that value. Yeah, I like to do those kind of things. But I really like this. Believe me. Just let me reduce the number of feathers of the other groups. For example, here, group number 2. Maybe reduce this to 20. And of course, I have to change some other values here. But look, it is looking really, really beautiful. What do you say? Do you like it? Look at that beautiful design. Yes, yes. Remember that I have to just, of course. Don't worry, don't worry. I know that. That's why we have this here. I know that I have to adjust. Yes, yes. That's why we all already built all of this. I'm just okay. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Here, for example, I need to move it a little bit away. So let me increase this to 0.5 maybe. And also let me rotate this. This is no, this was rotation. Sorry. Y translation or X translation. No, Y translation. What was this translation here? Y translation. Sorry. To 5. Let's try with 5. Look, with 5. Yes, it looks good, but not perfect. Okay. Sorry. With 5 was good. With 5 was good. The thing is that I have to rotate this. I have to rotate the C rotation, this one. I'm going to use, I don't know, 4, 5. And then my X. And you want to know why is that problem? Because I deformed that. But it is part of the design, so I should deal with this. So okay, I already let me let me try with 4 because 5 is too much. Yes, 4 is good. 4 is good. I don't want to have a lot of space here. Let me try maybe 3. Just 3 is maybe not that good. 35. Ah, almost. And then I should rotate the X value. Where is my X value? Where are you, X value? One more. With 5. And look, we don't have those weird overlapping. Oh, but I'm going to have. Maybe I should not use the bend here because look. I know what to do. let me, maybe we can play with this, with the y value. There is no other way. Try to reduce yes, that's the thing, I am thinking about that. Let me reduce this value for a moment. I can reduce that value, this value too. So look, and if you ask me, I don't know how I am going to print this. It's going to be a nightmare to print this kind of things. Maybe I should print like groups of feathers, like one group and then another group. I cannot see how I am going to print this. I mean, I don't have a 3D printer, but the one that is going to print this, I don't know how he is going to do that, he or she. But what do you think about this design? Also, I think that this is too much. Let me try to change this part. What is the rotation, that bending? Here, that is too much. Okay, this is the value that I should change. Like that. No, the mean, no. Yes, that is what I want. And then we just reduce this one a little bit more. You have to, this is not like an exact value. You have to play with this depending on your design. Remember when I told you that? So now I, well, maybe I need to, this rotation. I should have a little bit more of rotation in this. No, it is like, there is the rotation, I think. I really love this design. I really love these feathers. And look, I changed here this group, right? But the other one I didn't change and it is looking great. No, here I have to change this part. No, I have to change this too. So let me use the same values. Here 2020 and 0.353. Okay, that is the first one. The other one is C rotation 5. Okay, maybe that's too much. And the other one is translation, and translation, I think the translation I should not change. This is good now that I fixed that, just because look, it is going to, no, I'm going to return that translation 0. The translation, the original was 0.02. Let's try 0.02. Like that. I'm no, sorry, I have to hide this. Ooh, look at that. No, I have to move this. But you know what we can maybe like individually change these values. Maybe when we, let me try with 25. Okay, I don't want to with 5. Let me see with 5. No, it is going to be the same problem. Yes, I'm going to have the same problem. So I think that I'm going to change that. This is the one that is giving me some. Okay. 0.25. Let's try with 0.25. No. 0. Just 0.25. And here Mm, okay, the other group. I need to change the other group. And everything is because I bent that model. 0.25. Let's start with that. 3 with 5. Let's try with 5. I don't want to get too much. With 5, 5 is good, but that's too much, I think. 4, I don't want to go out like that because I need to. No, I'm going to leave it like that. 0.25, I think. Or maybe we can do that. Just play with the the C rotation. And here maybe the C rotation, I can reduce the C rotation. Yes, I like this. I like this. I like this. Maybe here we need to do something similar. 0.1. Let's use 0.2. No, 0.2 is. Yes, I'm going to leave it like that. Here it is a bit different because I already have these values. But okay, I can do this. I can use here reduce also the rotation too. Yes, I have to change these values too. Like that. Maybe that's too much. Okay, for now we're going to leave it like that, okay? So friends, I think that this is all for today. We're going to continue doing this tomorrow. Now we already have an idea of what we are creating. Yes, yes, but we're going to take some time to do that. So maybe it is good that we can leave this for today because I'm going to spend a lot of time here and I need to work on the other things. But what do you think? It is looking great, right? We just have to fix to adjust the values. Maybe I should delete the fourth layer. I don't know. But look, it is really beautiful. This, look at that feathers. I really like this. I really like this. And we're going to create different designs of feathers. So this is going to be really great. So okay, so friends, this is all for today. Please, if you're new in this channel, remember to subscribe, give it a like, share this content with others, and leave a comment below. If you want, you can join to our Discord server where we are sharing things about 3D, about games. We are there to support the community, okay, to grow as artists. I know that it is a small community, but we are just starting. When you are at the beginning of a process, you have to try a lot of things, to test, to make a lot of mistakes, so you can step by step improve it. That. So that's what we're going to do with this channel, okay? We're learning here together too, so this is new for me. I never did something like this before, and I am really enjoying the process. I know that there is some like frustrating at some parts, but it is part of what we are doing. Once we finish this, when you finish something that you start and you know all the that you are giving all of you to complete that, it is the best emotion, the best feeling when you finish something and you can say, I am a better artist than yesterday. I finished something that it was very challenging. It is looking perfect for me, and perfect I mean that I did everything that I could to do my best to finish that. So it is the best feeling. That's the part that I enjoyed, and that is going to happen now with me with the missile when I am creating the animations. So I'm going to share that here, but I am thinking on creating some videos talking about the process that I do to complete some projects. So you're going to have like the explanation of all the things that I think, and maybe you can see, and maybe no, I don't want that. I'm going to do a different thing, but already I know that there is a way to do things in that way. So okay, friends, so you can get models like this in my online stores if you want. You can also find some assets for animations or games. You can visit TurboSquid for 3D modeling, my TurboSquid profile, of course. Coach 3D for 3D sculpting, and CG Trader, where you have everything. You can find all of my models there. If you want me to collaborate with your project as a freelancer, you can contact me. There's my email, or maybe you can create a project on CG Trader, or maybe at work, I don't know. There are different ways to do things. You have all the links in my YouTube page, okay? And what else? Follow me on my social media account, please. I'm sharing things about 3D, my portfolio, about games. What else? I think that's all. So this is a lot, but it is looking great. Okay, so thanks for coming. Remember to subscribe, and see you in the next one.